Sorry for the lighting. It's nighttime. I just got back from doing some field work and I wanted to immediately jump on and talk about this disc, which is going to make my bag. And it's a little unusual because this type of disc doesn't normally make the bag of a player such as myself. But that's why I love this mold and I want to share that with you guys. One of the really cool things about being on Team Infinite is that I get an allotment every year to utilize towards new discs. And it dawned on me that we are the middle of November and I had barely used my allotment. So I needed to go on and take a look at what was available to use my credit. I believe I had heard something like, if you don't use it, you lose it.
Is it true that if you don't use it, you lose it?
Is that a serious question?
No, it wasn't.
Okay.
Now, I didn't want to just go on there and randomly order discs because I have a lot of discs. And when I say I have a lot of discs, what I really mean is I have a lot of discs, as you can see. So I ordered a Sphinx, I ordered another Aztec, and I ordered iBlend Emperor. Because I've been a fan of Emperors for a long time. They're one of the most comfortable feeling distance drivers that I've ever thrown. And because they're so versatile, you can pretty much find one that'll fit your game, whether you're a beginner or a professional, and anywhere in between. But what I didn't expect was to go out to the field, throw this new disc 3 times, and realize that it was immediately going into my bag. And I want to show you guys why that is. So I wanted to come back out here to my favorite disc golf course right now in Georgia, Iron Hoof. And I'm going to play a couple different holes with this new Emperor, just to show you guys some of the versatility of the shots that you can expect to execute with this disc. All right, so let's jump into some of the holes that I think kind of make sense for the Emperor to shine. Hole 2, we're doing reds to golds because I'm practicing for a flex start that's going to be out here at the end of this weekend. It's kind of a flexing forehand. You got to get underneath this tree or just wide of it and then have it finish back over. You can also kind of flip up something low and get some late push up this hill and have it kind of scoot you towards the basket. I think I'm going to try the flex forehand with this new Emperor, and then maybe I'll try the other shot with my other Emperor. It's 350 feet. It's playing downhill. Right now the wind is pretty calm, so it's probably playing closer to about 300 feet. Well, I didn't turn it at all. And I nearly aced the red basket. Still flies like an Emperor. Let's try, for comparison, the G-Blend, which has been in my bags for 4 or 5 years now. Let's try and actually throw it this time on the right angle. That's more of what I wanted, but it's still not enough. And it's also going to park the red basket. Not off to a glowing start. What? I want to try this iBlend T-Bird. I just started throwing this thing, and it is a fun one. Get under and scoot. Yeah, that's a look. This is really bad. I'm gonna try to punch a zone up here on a forehand and get up and down for par. That should work. These types of shots are absolutely going to happen in a tournament, so good to get some practice in. I really have been digging this iBlend T-Bird. It's just a little more glidey than like a Champion or even a Star, but it always gives you some finish. Just short. Make the correction? Nope. T-Bird though. Nope. So easy. This is one of my favorite new holes in disc golf. It is hole 3 out here from the Reds, par 5, 765 feet. I don't know if it's in the straight position. It is. So basically it's just this beautiful tight winding tunnel all the way down. This is such a fun shot to throw. I'm not going to throw the Emperor on here, but I just wanted to highlight this hole because this is the type of hole that I would be placing in my backyard and playing every day. It is just such an epic hole. I think for the tournament, play smart and throw a stig on the first shot and just want to get out the main gap here where those last two skinny trees are and just work slightly to the right-hand side of the fairway. It's going to be very hard to eagle from there. You know what? Let's go ahead. Let's throw this Emperor and hope I don't lose it completely. Maybe put some flex on it. Kind of test the glide a little bit. Oh, keep flying. Fight through. Whoa, that is a ways down there. Went up the right side and then finished back across the kind of middle section. There is a second pin on the right, which normally gets played too also. So there's kind of two fairways. So push down the right fairway and then cut back over at the end to the left. I'm gonna go see where that ended up. That might be really, really good. I don't think I would actually do that during the tournament because that is a lot of trust and, to be honest, kind of luck on the back end. So after trekking through the woods, finding my other shots, I finally get to my Emperor and I am inside of 300 feet, it looks like, maybe 350. Probably don't have an actual line to the basket though. This is weird because I've got these two skinny trees here, so I can kind of flick something down there. If I was just a couple feet in either direction, I think an eagle would absolutely be in the cards. But from here, it's just not likely. Just stay in the fairway. Yes, what a late tree. Good old Aztec. Infinite disc, super underrated. Nobody ever really talks about the Aztec, but it is one of my favorite molds that Infinite has ever had. One of the latest, or one of the first molds that I put in my bag too when I first joined the team, and it's still in there. So one of the really great things that I love about the Emperor is that it comes in so many different variations of plastics and weights. Now with my type of arm speed, I don't normally gravitate towards an overstable 12 speed, but because I know the iBlend plastic traditionally just gives you that little extra bit of glide and a straighter flight, I wanted to try out this iBlend Emperor because I have a G-Blend one that's been in my bag since 2021 and it is seasoned to perfection. But sometimes I'm a little hesitant to throw because if I lose it, it's going to take me a while to kind of get another one into that perfect flight. But this iBlend one being a lower weight, pretty much right out of the gate, is fitting into a very similar flight to that G-Blend one. So we got to look at the eagle here from circle 2. And that's why I really enjoy the Emperor, specifically the iBlend plastic. I have a lot of iBlend discs. I'm trying out that T-Bird. I have an iBlend Centurion. It's just a really nice plastic. This is kind of the putts that I hate the most. There's a lot of flags right now. Those are for bees? That's probably for bees or something back there. That's not good. Those are not circle markers. I suck at anti-hyzer putts, man. I don't commit to them, and when I do, that's what happens. Don't get upset, you're putting for an eagle. Ah! Nobody will see that. What is with all these flags, man? I don't see a hole anywhere that would indicate ground bees. Ooh, I'll take a birdie on this any day. Such a great hole. So yeah, those are some of the big reasons why I'm throwing this new Emperor immediately into my bag. I took it out to the field and I threw it 3 times and I knew right away this was going to make my tournament bag. And for a surprising shot like that on hole 3, it's kind of all the confirmation I need. Hole 6 out here, Ironhof, is a par 4 at 400 feet. Short for a par 4, but it's tricky. You can't really go too straight. You need to finish up and to the left. And then the pin is on a little bit of a turtleback green with some rollaway potential. We want to go up this middle line and then start turning left. I'm going to try the Emperor here, but I think this is too fast and it'll push too straight. I need it to start turning left, so we'll see. Oh, maybe not. I backed off of it enough that may be pretty good. the G blend. That also might be really good. Let's go see where those emperors ended up. Okay, this is why I don't really push distance off the tee, because it's not ideal. I mean, I am inside of 100 on both of these, probably just outside of circle 2. This is kind of a look. This one's not as bad because it finished more left. That's the I blend. The G blend kind of stayed straighter, might have hit that tree and bounced back a little bit. Maybe it's not such a bad thing. Get further up here on the drive. Ugh. That's gonna hit the tree. I'm not even gonna bother throwing this. This is not great, but you get the idea. Should be pretty simple birdie. Another one where I'm not used to playing to this particular pin. The red basket is down more to the right, kind of a straighter shot off the tee. But this one you want it moving more left. Pretty simple birdie to get as long as you're clean off the tee. Maybe I should be clubbing up to something faster like the Emperor on this hole. I just worry about going too far past the turn. I don't know if I've ever played hole 7 from the Reds, but 521 foot par 4. OB, past that last tree in the middle, there's this big retention pond there, which if you watch any of the equestrian events during the 96 Olympics, this is where they did those events. Those were all filled with water. And it was cool to see the horses kind of running and jumping through all that stuff. But I think this is a good time to whip out a forehand with the two Emperors and kind of compare the flights here. You want a relatively straight flight and then just a little bit of late finish before that tree. Let's go I blend first. A little bit of wobble copter. Didn't quite get all the weight behind that one. And I overcompensated on that one. Probably right around 300. By no means a good throw off the tee. I think we might throw it again, actually. Really tricky footing here. Make sure this last step's okay. Spin out and turn an ankle. One thing you can't do is go left and into that OB area, so. That's much, much better on the green. Finally. Get to show you guys a decent throw with that. Came up a little bit shorter than I thought. So circle 2 with some trees in the way and uphill. For the birdie? Oof. Just to the right. Also just to the right. Par it is. Kind of disappointing. The drive wasn't great, so it left me with a lot on the second shot. More of an open one here at hole 8. Par 4, 545. Back half of this hole goes super uphill. I'm going to try my G blend Emperor here, just because I haven't really showcased this one much. Kind of want to push it right at that left bush line and let it drift to the right. I got scared and I yanked it a little bit, but that's fine. So that's, a little over 300 feet, which on a hole that plays 545, that means I got another 350 left. I know that math isn't mathing, but this hole to me plays closer to like 650 than it does 540. Okay, so I just measured to the post where we teed off, so we're at 330 feet roughly on the drive, which would mean that you would only have under, it should be about 210 left, right? Yeah. 325 feet. It's just as I thought. The T sign on this one is very much off. So 330 to here, 330 left to go up the hill and get your look for birdie. We still got that same headwind, but now it's a head right to left. Let's try eye blend first. You got to get underneath these branches, something relatively straight. Just in front of it. And now that breeze is kind of pushing it over. Yeah, they're right by each other. One cool thing to note about that Emperor flight though, going uphill, normally an overstable disc is going to fight even more over to the left. That one held pretty neutral. And then as it slowed down, got that little left-hand sweep. As you get here, I got about 65, 70. But it's, again, very much uphill. I wouldn't even attempt to putt this. If anything, I'd give it a little half run with the berg. Like that. And I'll take a 4 on here every round and be happy. All right, last hole of this showcase here, hole 9, 380 feet. Got either side to work with of this tree line. I'm gonna go hyzer. He's got a little bit of a pushing right to left. I'm gonna go G blend Emperor first. Nice little flip, a little push. That looks like it's circle high to the right. Let's go eye blend. Maybe a little flatter on this one. Oh, it flipped up. Ah, it's a headwind and it kind of flipped it right up. Now it's that head right to left. Ah, I flipped it right up. Well, it was supposed to be a showcase of the I-Blend Emperor, but it ended up being just a showcase for Emperors in general. G-Blend Emperor inside the circle, inside of 20 feet. So that's going to wrap it up here. It wasn't the greatest showcase for sure of the I-Blend Emperor. That's really more on me. That's why my tagline on the bottom is disc golf for the rest of us, because I'm by no means a pro. I'm a 900 rated disc golfer. But I still feel that this disc can benefit me and can benefit just about any skill level. That's the great thing about the Emperor, is that it comes in so many different plastic types and weights. You can find one that's going to fit your game. I have 3 that I bag currently for different conditions, and they all fly great. It's a disc that I clicked with immediately. So if you're wanting something that's going to give you a little more stability on that faster side, but you're intimidated to grab a Destroyer or a Boss, try out the Emperor in a lighter weight in the I-Blend plastic or the G-Blend plastic and see if it's going to be a good fit for you like it has been for me all these years. Big shout out to Infinite Disc for supplying this beauty that has gone right into my bag. Check out the link down below to get any of your disc golf gear over at infinitedisc.com. There's still daylight out. It's 70 degrees. I'm going to keep going. Hopefully you get out there and fling some Frisbees. We'll see you on the next one. Until right now. Come on!